Hey, what is going on, you bloodletters? It is Poxy here, and you're probably looking at this video right now thinking, what are you doing? And I ask myself the same question. We're going to have a little bit of fun today. This is a concept deck that we have constructed. It's very control, and I've played it once on ladder. The score is 1-0 currently, so we were able to get away with a win. I was actually playing against Daria, and it may have something to do with it. I have not seen that in a very long time, but I was able to pull it off against Daria. But yeah, this is a concept control deck that we are going to be piloting today that is simply just basic and standard cards. This is going to be the first of a couple of videos that we're going to be running over the next couple of days here, just for fun. The next one, of course, is going to be a basic and Shadows Evolved deck. Yeah, we're going to have some fun with that one too. But yeah, that's what we're going to do here. We're going to take just each individual set, mixed with the basic set, of course, and see if we can pull something off in the current meta on ladder. So again, this is going to be a very control style deck, and yeah, your eyes don't deceive you. You did see Queen Vampire and Medusa in this list. This is going to be some fun, I hope. So we're up against Dragon here. Hopefully this is the long game. We haven't seen a whole lot of aggro dragon recently. This is a phenomenal hand. Holy hell, this is great. It wasn't at first, but this is really, really good. Bellringer doesn't hold up very good against the new meta. However, she does have a niche, I would say, in some of the neutral builds. I think that she is, I don't know if viable is the right word, but you can definitely play her and get away with it. In this, though, she's really just our only option. There's not a lot going on with the basic and standard sets alone, so we need every tool that we can get, and Bellringer is going to make a fine one. I'm totally okay with her. So, of course, with all Bellringers, we swing face and pass our turn. That's what you have to do. So, let's see what's going to happen this turn. I guess he's going to swing into her, of course. Got to get her off the board, but that is going to lead me to draw 3 cards. Yeah, we've got a lot of momentum here. And we have an evolution. So we do have to play something, or else we are going to overdraw. I think we're just going to go ahead and drop the Warden. I think that's our best bet, because that is going to 2-for-1 us here. But the question is do we really want a 2-for-1? That's what we have to ask ourselves. Simply because if we 2-for-1, that's going to put this guy at like 7 mana. It's a good question to ask. I'm okay with it, actually. I think I'm down. I don't care. I don't care if Dragon ramps, because in the way that I look at it is they're going to do it regardless. And the sooner they get there, the sooner I can start playing some of my cards with this Dire Bond on the field. We're going to continue to draw. We're going to cap at 9 next turn, and it would be in our best interest to play 2 cards, which we may not even be able to pull off. Okay. So again, I don't care if you ramp, dude. I honestly don't. It's perfectly fine with me. Run it into her, by all means. Yeah. I'm on board. The heal doesn't do anything for you. That was actually a waste of evolution, in my opinion. Okay. So we need to drop 2 things here. That's doable, actually. It's gonna waste the pop off the Healing Angel, but we can drop Sweet Fang here and Healing Angel if we want to. Got a lot of things that are gonna require Vengeance that we're not gonna hit Vengeance on. We definitely want to avoid an overdraw. So we're gonna drop Sweet Fang and Healing Angel, and then we're just gonna pass our turn. We're not gonna waste an evolution on a 6/3. We're not trying to deal face damage. It's not, you know, Sybil doesn't ramp anymore. She's not as big as a threat as people make her out to be. She's a phenomenal card in Standard and Dragon, in my opinion. In almost every list currently. She should be ran. She's great. But we have so many tools in our hand right now, I'm not too concerned about her. If anything, she is a very expensive 4-point heal to me. So yeah, this is going pretty well so far. I'm totally on board. We're still at 20. We're still drawing cards. We're good. I mean, if he wipes our board, if he feels like it's that much of a threat, we can just drop the Goblin Mount next turn. That way it doesn't, you know, kill everything in our hand. I wonder what he's thinking about. Yeah, see, he's honestly concerned about this board. That didn't even... I wouldn't have called that. Wouldn't have called that at all. Alright. So Dire Bond's gone. That's a good thing. We could drop Queenie here. I think that would probably be the best use of our mana. Plus, he just played the Breath of the Salamander. If he has another one, then we'll at least get that out of his hand. We could also drop the Goblin Mount with an empty board and then do nothing. Either way, we're going to do one card and then nothing else. I think it's better to drop Queenie here. Yeah, we're going to do that. Because there's a better chance of him going through multiple resources with Queenie on the board. If we were to drop the Goblin Mount, if he's got just one removal, if he's got like Dance of Death or Lightning Blast, then he's just going to pop us for 6 in the face. Whereas with Queenie, he may have to drop multiple resources. If he's got another Breath of the Salamander, that's not too great, but it doesn't kill her, which means he'd have to play something again, or he'd have to run Sybil in, because he clearly is playing this in a very control style so far, which Ramp Dragon's not a control deck. I mean, it has those elements, yes. It most certainly does, but it's not a control deck. You have to fit in room for face damage with Ramp Dragon. Alright, so he's taking an awfully long time. Okay, so there's Saha, and just like we mentioned in like video, I think it was video 2. Well, he doesn't have very big threats in his hand at all. That's good for us. But just like we mentioned in video 2, you don't really see Saha that often unless it's in ramp. And here's one of those rare moments, which is really cool. So we can... what do we want to do here? We have a lot of options, right? We're at Vengeance. If we evolve the Righteous Devil, he's going to survive either of them. And we could pop one of the Diabolics and still go face. I think I'm okay with every bit of it. So here's how we want to play this turn. This will give him Vengeance, or give him Bane and Drain. We're going to gain a lot of health this turn. Yeah. Now we don't swing yet. We pop the Diabolic Drain first. And then we pass. So we're up to 16 now. We gained 6 points of health that turn. Cleared his board. He's running Conflagration. When do you see that? Wow. He's really out of threats too. I mean, we know that one of these up here is the... oh my, I play her in almost every deck, and I just saw her say, okay, remember her name right now. Oh man. Tina. Yeah, it's a Tina. We know that one card's a Tina, and probably the rest is control, I would guess, because Saha would have dropped something better than Tina, right? Unless he just didn't want me to know, you know? I mean, that's the only other thing that I can think of. Okay, so we have a couple of options here. We could Dire Bond into Righteous Devil, which will at least get us the proc. I actually wouldn't mind Dire Bonding into Goblin Mount. He has no more evolution points. And we want to make sure that we get rid of some of our hand before we Dire Bond. But we're going to go ahead and do that. It's a nice fat body. I miss Goblin Mount. I really enjoyed this card. I think it was the drawback was fantastic for the mana cost. He was a big runner in most control style decks, and even some of the mid-range ones. Back when everything was very limited around Shadows and Rage. You'd see him quite a bit, so I really enjoyed him. There's the Lucy. I'm okay with that. Let's see what Dire Bond gets us. It's another Goblin and a Revelation. So we got to get rid of Lucy, right? Absolutely. To get rid of Lucy... we could just Diabolic Drain. He doesn't have any way to get rid of the Goblin Mount. Almost wouldn't mind throwing Righteous Devil into him. He'd survive it. I think that's a fine play. I think we Razory Claw the Ayala. Yeah. We drop the Righteous Devil and evolve. Kill the Lucifer, hit for 3 to face, and then drop the Healing Angel. And another ton of damage this turn that we healed up. A lot of healing in this deck. Whole lot of healing. I guess, ugh, that sucks. We dropped a lot of tools. We dropped a lot of tools, friends. Oh, what a draw! Oh, that's so good. Oh, and did we pass? No, we didn't. Okay, thank goodness. Almost. I thought I just clicked pass because I was so excited about the draw off the top there. Oh man, yeah, but there's a lot of healing, and I think that used to be one of Blood's forefronts back in the yesteryears. It would try to. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. We're just gonna keep pumping the face here. But it would deal a lot of damage to its health and then try to restore most of it. Now it's not like that. Now there's a lot of balancing right around 10. And you would want to use, you would want to hit 10 and then proc whatever vengeance cards you had, and then you wanted to heal back up really quick. And that was a much more difficult dance to do than it is now. The cards in the meta allow us to play and float around 10 a lot safer, but it is still very difficult. And that's what I've always loved about Blood too, is how difficult it is. Okay, so he got the Temptress. Wow. Okay. He's gonna run her in. That's great. I'm on board with all of this. There she is, friends. There she is. We're going to... What do we do this turn? Like, Unica's gotta go, and I don't know what else he's holding. We'll go at... Do we want to just play Medusa? Yeah, I mean, I think I owe it to you guys, right? Actually, I really do think Revelation's the right play here. I'm sorry. We'll try our best to get Medusa out next turn. I just don't think he has a lot of threats in his hand right now. He's going to draw into them, so we definitely need to move. Yeah, Zeus is most certainly a threat. And I don't think we have any... Ooh, that's fun. He'll have to kill her, right? Yeah. Unless he has some removal. Okay, so there's Medusa. You all saw it here. I wish I had that evolution point for her, man. Shoot. Okay. Now things are bad. Okay. That's alright, we're fine. I guess we have to... If we drain an Temptress, it doesn't kill the thing. Right? So Revelation into Drain into Sweet Fang, which I hate to do, but that's what we're gonna do this turn. And here we are using a lot of our tools, but I really do think he's out of tempo. I don't think he has much more. I think he would have played it last turn. Of course, he can draw into something, and hopefully it's nothing too crazy. It's not, but that might be. It's like Curse of the Baphomet. You can drop another one? Sybil. Okay. I'm okay with this. We've got to stop her. Yeah. Temptress can do that. And we still have a ton of health. And if we still have 16 cards left in the deck. We still have a good ways to go. So I hate to drop Prince of Darkness too early, especially if he draws like something big. We're both at 16. Okay. If the next draw is poor, though, we might just do it and just go ahead and see where it goes. He's at full friggin' health and just drawed a ton of stuff. Yeah. This is the Prince of Darkness turn, I believe. Yeah. We're gonna do it. Let's do it. Let's see if he can keep up. I think it's the right play here. All we have are 2 Bellringer Angels otherwise. I say he's going to clear the board. Well, hopefully that could be the end of the game. Most certainly. Silent Rider is, what, 8 damage? It's not bad. Bellringer, you might win us this game. You might. Let's see what he's got. I mean, if he can kill, you know, both the Bellringers, I am going to draw 3 cards. Interested to see what he has. It's make or break right now. I mean, he has to kill the 8/8, right? He can't get in the face damage. He has to kill the 8/8. Unless he has... Well, no. Because to get the face damage in, he's going to have to clear, you know, 2 of the 3 threats on the board. And that's no easy task. I can't remember how many Breath of the Salamanders he's played. But even with that being said, he's still going to have to swing Bahamut into the storm, or he dies. We'll wait patiently. Okay, there's Breath. It's gonna nuke. That's gonna net us 2 cards, and I think we just won. That second Silent Rider, yeah. We did it. So, a complete standard. How do we want to do this? Let's go back to 20, right? So a complete standard and basic deck can keep up on ladder. There you have it, friends. Wow. Well, that was a very interesting game, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. I always do when we get to play something different and thought-invoking, and especially revisiting the older cards that you don't see very often. But that was fun. It was a good time. I hope you enjoyed the video, as always. Again, to all the newcomers, I appreciate you coming in. I implore you again to provide me some commentary. I got some really good feedback the other day. Some individuals were commenting, giving me some tips and advice, and that was phenomenal. To those of you that did that, I appreciate it, and for all of you that come by, I appreciate all of you. So thank you so much. The next one's going to be really fun. We're going to look back at Shadows, or Darkness. Shadows. I always do that. I did that in a previous video as well. Anyways, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.